It's a typical school day morning. As you see, kids are gathering in the classes. Here comes John, the main character of this play. Now let's see what happens. Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not dishonor others. Love is not self-seeking. It is the will of God for His children not just to do good things and not just to pray for one another, but God's will is for more. Love each other with brotherly affection. Open your hearts wide to everyone. Show love, be kind. When you don't show love, your Father in heaven grieves. Much like this father who is saddened by his son's action of bullying the timid kid in the class. We read in Bible that those who disregard discipline despise themselves. This reflected evidently in John's life as he grew up. Years rolled by, John got married, but he was the same person. Marriage is a holy commitment, a sacred bond between a man and a woman instituted by God. Word of God says, "Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands, and husbands, love your wives." Love is the foundation of marriage, and respect is the glue to a relationship. When a husband or wife chooses to violate that commitment taken in God's presence, it disrupts the picture of God's covenant with us. John not only violated his marriage, but through his actions once again put his father to shame. He refused to listen to his father even now, who wanted him to realize his mistakes and reconcile with his wife. But John stormed out of his house. Hours passed by, and his loving and worried father went in search of him to bring John back home and to the right path.
I find the suspect guilty for the charge of murder. Hereby, I sentence the defendant to death.
Alas, to save his son's life, John's father took the judgment out of pure and unconditional love towards him. It is at that time John realized the consequences of his actions and understood his father's love. Much like this, 2000 years ago, Jesus gave his life out of his abundant love, not just for one man, but for his love towards entire mankind. He who knew no sin became sin for us. When he died on the cross, he took all judgment for sin upon himself. He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. He took our sin and gave us his righteousness. This righteousness is given through faith in Jesus Christ to all who believe. There is no distinction. Adam disobeyed God and caused many others to suffer in this earthly life. But Jesus obeyed God and made people acceptable to God.